In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming stormy pattern that we have going on. So far June has been extremely active. We're going to be moving through and actually reaching towards the beginning of July and even the midpoint of July, seeing what those storms are going to look like by then, and also the temperature pattern, what we're going to be dealing with by that point also. So there's going to be a lot going on. I tell you about my other business though, Prestige Weather. I did want to mention to you guys, my new business, Prestige Weather, has been doing so well. So many of you have been joining, and it's just been great to be able to share extra weather knowledge with you guys. You can find that in the pinned comment and description down below. We just did an early release of our actual July forecast. So that goes for the temperature, precipitation, and overall forecast. We released that early in there for our premium members. So if you want to gain access to that and everything we're talking about today, and get clear, concise information early on about what my forecast is for July, be sure to join in the description and pinned comment down below. We have that information for you guys down there where you can join today. It's only $5 a month, very affordable. About the same price as a cup of coffee. Definitely going to be worthwhile. We also deliver forecasts directly to you. We're calling you guys once a week for limited time at least. We're thinking about releasing it permanently, but we're going to be calling you guys once a week if you like, of course. To give you guys a forecast for anywhere that you might be located. So if you are located in the middle of nowhere, we will still give you a call. We'll still get the weather information for you and give you a look at the week ahead one-on-one directly to you. So it's really, really cool. Be sure to check it out again in the description and pinned comment down below. All right, now we're taking a look here at our previous 30-day temperature anomalies. And as you can see, this is where we've had far below average temperatures here across a lot of the eastern United States. It's actually been quite similar across a lot of the Southwest here as well, as you can see, like the Four Corner states, the West, and also the Rockies here. We've seen a lot of these cooler temperatures. And then some of the warmest areas have been Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico area. And then also we've had some warmth across the Pacific Northwest. And then especially here, we've seen a lot of significantly above normal temperatures there for the northern plains into the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. So these have been the warmest areas across the nation so far this summer. Now, as we move on towards the storminess that we have upcoming in the pattern, we can see that for Thursday, June 29th, we have later on that day some storms for the northeast going on across the Rockies and Plains. We have a larger, more scattered about area there. And then also for the upper Midwest, northern Plains, and Great Lakes as well, we have more storms ongoing. By the time we are reaching Friday the 30th here, we can see that there is another line of just these storms kind of taking over for a lot of the plains here just to the east of the Rockies, and also up and down there into the Ohio Valley, and even touching into the mid-Atlantic there. Now, as we take a look at Saturday, which will be July 1st here, we can see a lot of storms ongoing for a lot of areas here across the southeast, the plains, the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and Ohio Valley, and even the northeast. So this upcoming Saturday does look like there could be some storms around. I know a lot of people are probably going to have some plans this weekend, as it's just going to be the first weekend of July there as we're approaching the 4th of July. Sunday the 2nd here, we can see more lines of storms all the way from Texas and Oklahoma, which will hopefully help to cool down that heat wave. Not only that though, the deeper Gulf states, the Ohio Valley, the Northeast, again dealing with more storms. Now, by the time we were reaching into Monday the 3rd here of July, some people will have fireworks this evening, and you can see that there is plenty of thunderstorm activity across a lot of the east here at this point as well. Now, even Tuesday the 4th here will reach into the evening. It looks pretty nice, actually, for a lot of areas in the Ohio Valley into the mid-Atlantic. The Northeast, though, looks a little bit more stormy, and same deal here with the deeper South. We have a lot more storminess ongoing. And then for the Rockies here into the northern plains, we do have plenty of storms ongoing for this area as well. So it's overall going to be a stormier midweek there. Wednesday, the 5th here, we can see that the southeast is kind of the highlight here for storms. And then also we have another line going on up here for the upper Midwest and northern plains again. So this area here in particular has been extremely active. And then the east has also been, obviously, but mostly that upper Midwest area I think is very interesting. Thursday the 6th here, we could see plenty of storms across the deeper south once more. We can also see the Great Lakes into the Rockies, into the plains. Again, just still dealing with those storms. And even by Friday the 7th here, we can see it's finally moving down like a little bit of a frontal boundary perhaps and bringing some thunderstorms to these areas here in general. And as we reach that evening, nothing much really changes. Obviously, it's only a couple hours later, but that is the end of the model run. So you can kind of get the picture of where the major storminess is going to be located as we skip this all the way to the end. I don't know why it wasn't. We could see that this area here in particular is seeing plenty of storms as they kind of move down from Canada into these areas a couple of times during the model run. The southeast also is dealing with plenty of storms, and then also the northeast here. In the northeast, we see plenty of above average activity as well. So basically east of the Rockies, a lot of activity, but again, the red areas is where we're going to be dealing with mostly above average precipitation in general. Now, as we reach into the temperature pattern, we can see a lot going on here as far as, you know, some temperature patterns. We can see that there is some cooler air still in the east, also in the west, and then warmth across the central. And that's been the trend through July or June, and that it looks to extend into July as well. Actually, a heat wave ongoing for these areas in the south central. So plenty of activity going on for these areas, especially that just devastating heat. I mean, it must just be terrible, guys. I feel terrible for you that have to deal with that, I want to say. We can see that this moves a little bit further east, actually, with time. As you can see, it moves more towards kind of the lower Mississippi River area, and that is going to be where that heat is primarily located. And actually, I want to say by early July, we may get some relief here. This model has been really trending in a cooler direction for these areas. Probably still going to be hot, as it always is in this area. I can't lie to you, but this is definitely looking significantly better than things had been. So potentially some good news there. We do eventually warm back up, though. We do see cooler temperatures at times, though, trending in for these central regions. So this could be a good trend in the right direction. I am taking this with a grain of salt, as this is kind of contrary to what we've been dealing with for a lot of time. But we can see by the time we're reaching about the midpoint of July, this warmth actually makes a comeback, unfortunately. So looking warmer and warmer for that area. And then looking pretty neutral to below average for the east. This seems like a very averaged out time frame in this model run, I will say. So this is an ensemble model. And the thing with ensemble models is they tend to sometimes kind of show up as a more average look, and usually you're not going to have warmth from coast to coast like this, so there will be cold somewhere. I think there's just like a lot of disagreement happening from these different members right now, and we're going to get a lot more clarity very, very soon upcoming. Now, let's look at some analogs. I've been showing this every day. So this is our July temperature analogs, and we have seen the models trending at more and more cooler air potentially in the near term for these central areas. But in general, I do expect the heat to actually expand for this area for most of July, and the reason being is our long-range European model has been consistently showing that. And also cooler to more neutral air working down the east has been the trend here, so it is looking a little bit different than these analogs. But these areas actually have been pretty warm at times, and I think that could be a common thing happening here throughout plenty of the upcoming pattern. The precipitation here is relatively on point. As you can see, these areas we just talked about in this model run are expecting above average amounts. Same story with the northeast. I think the only area here that's different in real life is that we've seen a lot of above average activity trending in for these kind of southeast areas. This model obviously does not have that right now, but I think with time we could see that moving in. Again, you can check out our official July forecast by joining Prestige Weather today and joining our exclusive community where we've published that, and we've had a lot of people join to check that out. I thank all of you that have joined so far, and I hope that you guys continue to be members for months and even years to come, as we're going to be delivering very, very awesome perks within there. Again, it's very one-on-one, very personalized, and I'm very excited to share that with all of you, so be sure to check it out in the description and pinned comment. Be sure to subscribe for daily weather uploads just like this one. You can even hit the bell icon for daily notifications when we upload, so you never miss one. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.